Dobar dan svima. U ime Građanske inicijative Ne dirajte djecu i cijele Hrvatske želim izraziti iskrenu dobrodošlicu doktorici Judith Reisman, gospodinu Timothy Tateu i gospodinu Thomasu Hampsonu. Za početak ove konferencije riječ predajem našoj posebnoj gošći, doktorici Judith Reisman.
Well, I'm breathless. We just landed. I am very, very happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to the next couple of weeks, sharing all of the information that I have with you, and just this was wonderful. This greeting from the children, beautiful children, and thank you so much. Voilà.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for inviting me here. 70 years ago, as the Second World War was still devastating Europe, the leaders of the free world sat down to write the charter for the organization which they hoped would protect the world once that war was over. That organization was the United Nations, and from the very beginning, human rights were at the heart of its mission. Its founding charter proclaimed its faith in the fundamental human rights, in the dignity and the worth of the human person. At the same time, 70 years ago, while the bravest men and women of their generation were dying to create this new organization, in a university in America, a professor was conspiring with pedophiles to sexually abuse hundreds of children and babies. That professor was Alfred Kinsey. He not only colluded in terrible sexual crimes against children, he directed them. And then he, his university, and the institute which bears his name went on to make money, to make profits from publishing the details of those sexual assaults. Last month, the United Nations, that organization founded on and dedicated to human rights, granted to the Kinsey Institute the status of official accreditation. Why does that matter? It matters because it gives the Kinsey Institute official recognition and a seat at the table where policy, global policy, is made. Policy about the law, policy about sex, policy above all about children. And why is it wrong for the Kinsey Institute to be there? Because this is an organization founded on crimes against the most vulnerable in society, children. It's an organization which has refused to apologize for or to walk away from those crimes. And it's an organization which continues to make money from the reports of those crimes. How can the most important human rights organization in the world allow an institute founded on crimes, founded on the pain and the tears of hundreds of children? How can it grant it the honor, the importance and the power of accreditation? Today, here in Croatia, we're beginning a campaign to demand that the United Nations re-examines its decision to grant that accreditation. Why Croatia? Because this country, alone in the world for the first time in 70 years, last year stood up to the power of the Kinsey Institute. No other country has ever taken a stand against Kinsey. You did it. That is why this resolution, this initiative, starts here. I hope over the next few days that Croatia's voice will ring out across the world. And it will be heard, I hope, by those at the United Nations who made that appalling decision to grant the Kinsey Institute accreditation. But over the coming days, you may hear allegations that this campaign is not about the protection of children, or about the UN, or about the Kinsey Institute. You may hear allegations, claims that it's a campaign of homophobia, it's a campaign by right-wing people or religious activists. Those allegations are lies. I have no religion. I have been and remain a lifelong left-wing socialist. And for more than almost 40 years I have campaigned for equal rights for gay and straight people. This campaign in this brave country is about demanding change. It's about demanding that the world's most vital, most important human rights organization holds an inquiry into the Kinsey Institute and the crimes it committed and those it continues to profit from. And above all, it's a campaign for the children abused by Kinsey's paedophiles and for the victims of child sexual abuse everywhere. It starts today and it starts here. Thank you.
Moje ime je Borna Jurčević, ja sam predstavnik Građanske inicijative Ne dirajte djecu. Sutra navečer u 20 sati na Kamenitim vratima službeno počinje svjetska kampanja čitanjem i slanjem Judith Reisman rezolucije 1 Ne dirajte djecu. Izravno sa Kamenitih vrata, nakon čitanja rezolucije, ona će biti poslana na adrese 193 predsjednika i premijera svih država članica Ujedinjenih naroda, Ujedinjenim narodima te Europskoj uniji. Ciljevi svjetske kampanje Ne dirajte djecu su izbaciti Kinsey institut iz članstva u Ujedinjenim narodima, procesuirati i zatvoriti Kinsey institut, proglasiti cjelokupnu takozvanu znanost Kinsey instituta ništavnom. Nakon molitve na Kamenitim vratima, Judith Reisman rezolucija 1 biti će prvi puta javno pročitana na 5 jezika. Na hrvatskom, engleskom, španjolskom, njemačkom i na francuskom jeziku. Iako ovu rezoluciju šaljemo svi mi, građani svijeta ujedinjeni protiv kaznenog djela pedofilije, bez obzira na dob, spol, nacionalnost, vjeru, seksualnu orijentaciju ili bilo koje druge podjele, svjetsku kampanju započinjemo molitvom na našem materinjem jeziku i u vjeri koju živimo. Uz bok dr. Judith Reisman, koja je po vjeri i nacionalnosti židovka, te Timothy Tateu, našem prijatelju iz Velike Britanije, koji je agnostik. Ovim putem posebno želimo naglasiti da pozivamo sve da nam se priključe, da zajedno prokažemo kazneno djelo pedofilije. Prije svega tu mislimo na pripadnike LGBT zajednice koju ovim putem pozivamo da javno osude kazneno djelo pedofilije i s nama zajedno stanu u obranu onih najslabijih među nama koji se ne mogu sami braniti, a to su malodobna djeca i dojenčad. Kako su u sklopu ove svjetske kampanje u Hrvatskoj Judith Reisman, Timothy Tate i Thomas Hemson, iskoristili smo tu priliku i organizirani niz stručnih predavanja i tribina u naredna 2 tjedna. Prvo će se odviti sutra, 27.5. u 11 sati na Filozofskom fakultetu Družbe Isusove na Jordanovcu 110. Iduće nakon toga je u 20 sati, dakle, molitva krunice na Kamenitim vratima i potom čitanje Judith Reisman rezolucije 1 Ne dirajte djecu. Potom u srijedu imamo u 19.30 promocija knjige dr. Judith Reisman Seksualna sabotaža u hotelu Sheraton Zagreb. I u četvrtak imamo predavanje na Medicinskom fakultetu u 19 sati. Nakon toga slijedi Vukovar 30.5. u petak. U 20 sati tribina Ne dirajte djecu u dvorani Ružička. Gosti su Judith Reisman i Karolina Vidović Krišto. U Zagrebu potom imamo 1.6. u nedjelju svetu misu u crkvi Svete Mati Slobode Zagreb. Potom slijedi Zadar, 4.6. u srijedu u 20 sati promocija knjige Seksualna sabotaža u dvorani Samostalna školskih sestara Franjevki Arbanasi. I u Splitu 5.6. u četvrtak u 20 sati tribina i promocija knjige dvorana nadbiskupskog sjemeništa i potom 6.6. u Splitu, također petak u 19 sati, tribina Ne dirajte djecu. Evo, ako imate kakvih pitanja.
Ako može pitanje za organizatora, s obzirom da je ministar rekao da je sve u letku, laži, da ništa nije od toga točno, na što se točno pozivate?
Evo ovako, dakle, ministar se inače je rekao da se naš spolni odgoj temelji na njemačkom spolnom odgoju, a svi primjeri koje smo naveli su primjeri iz spolnog odgoja koji se, znači konkretni primjeri iz spolnog odgoja koji se provodi u Njemačkoj, na koji se ministar poziva. Evo tu su vam neki linkovi, a možete ih dobiti e-mailom ako želite, ćemo vam ih poslati.